Good morning. Welcome. I'm Heather. Thanks so much for joining me for this 15-minute Rise and Shine yoga practice. Starting in a seated position and lengthening the spine, sitting up nice and tall, rolling the shoulders back, chest open. Just take a few moments here to settle deeper in towards your center. Rooting down through your hips, legs, and feet. We'll take a few breaths here. A slow breath in, sinking down towards the belly. And a slow breath to release all the way back out. If you'd like to blow or sigh the breath out the first few times, that's a really wonderful way to more deeply cleanse. Of course, deepening our inhale will wake us up, energize us. So 2 more breaths like that. And then on the next exhale, slowly tuck your chin down. On the inhale, slowly lift the chin up. And as you continue this for a few times, starting to move through the spine. On the inhale, lifting the chin and opening the chest, shoulders back. Exhale and start to arch the back with the chin down, belly in. So seated cat-cow, warming up the spine. One more breath like that. And this time inhaling to come back to center. Exhale, plant your seat down, rooting more deeply. You're going to slowly come into a side bend. If you want to bring your left hand down and reach your right arm straight up in the air, coming over. We'll stay here for another breath or two. And then as you come out, come straight up with that arm. We're going to bend the elbow and look to the right for a little bit of a twist there. And then release, come back to center, continuing with this arm. We're going to swing it over to the left side, onto the left knee, and come into a deeper seated twist. For this one, we want to make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to deepen the inhale and strengthen the exhale so that when we breathe out, the belly comes in a little bit more. And on your next inhale, come back to center. Releasing here. Next breath in, reaching the other arm straight up and over into a side bend. Feeling that stretch all along the side of your body. And then we'll come back to center. We're going to bend the elbow, look to the left. And slowly release that. Bring that arm straight up. And then across to the other side. Opening the chest, shoulders roll back. This time as you exhale, a strong breath out, breath that you can hear. Pull your belly in just a little bit more on the exhale. And then slowly release. Start feeling into your back, releasing, rolling the shoulders a few times. Opposite direction. And then we're going to come off our seat. First, coming over onto hands and knees. And just for a few hip rolls, a nice warm up for the whole upper body. But particularly really loosening up the hips, the low back. Moving in the opposite direction. And then just a few times back and forth. The hands are a little bit more forward now. So when you come forward, you're in a half plank. Come back, you're in a puppy pose. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. Knees in line with the hips. And exhale back. And inhale forward. And this time walk your knees in so they're underneath the hips. Exhale, arch your back. Inhale forward, looking forward. Exhale, look in towards the belly. One more breath like that. And then we're going to curl our toes under. You can walk the hands in and come right on to your feet. If you'd like to hold this squat for a few breaths, go for it. If you don't want to, if the knees won't be comfortable here, please come up to standing. And come into the balancing position. And then we're going to slowly rise up with the hips, come down with the feet, come almost all the way up, but keep your hands above your knees and just roll them out, roll the knees out. Opposite direction. Good. Slowly come up to standing. We'll stand here just for a moment in the mountain, finding our posture and then lifting up through the heels, coming up to the toe mound and releasing down. Trying that one more time. This time, as you inhale, lift your arms up, come up onto your toe mound, lift your heels. Exhale, and we'll come into a chair pose. Slowly release, bring your hands together. And I'm going to walk my feet forward so that I'm at the top edge of the mat. And we'll start a nice gentle flow of the sun salutations. The next time you inhale, lift your arms up. You can look up if that's okay for your neck. And exhale, release down. And then inhale, just completing that, coming all the way back up. Good, hands down in front. Next time you inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, come over into a forward bend. This time, inhale halfway up. And exhale, we're going to step back with the right foot into a lunge. Holding that for a breath or two. Next time you exhale, look back, step back, and come into your plank. You can start from the knees here to get your alignment, and then add the lower legs. Knees come down, and slide your hips back. Next time you inhale, we're going to come forward again, down onto the belly, slowly lower down. Next time you inhale, gently up into a cobra. Don't use your hands too much. Just lift with the muscles of your back and core. Exhale, release. Slide your hands down a bit more, push into them. Slowly come off your belly, back into table. Lift through your knees, downward facing dog. We'll complete our sun salutation on this side with a lunge. We're going to you could bring the right leg up and then slide it forward, or however you need to bring that right leg forward into a lunge. Good. And then we'll bring the back foot forward, standing forward bend. Inhaling, planting your feet, slowly rise up, arms reaching. Exhale, we're going to fold again. Inhale, this time halfway up. Exhale, left foot steps back in the lunge. Breathing in, breathing out, looking back, stepping back into plank. Breathing in, breathing out, lower your knees down, hips can go back for a moment. And then forward again, lowering down onto your belly. Breathing in, and you're rising up into the cobra. Exhale, coming back down. And use your arms and hands to lift up right off your belly. Downward facing dog. And then we'll lift the left leg up. Knee in towards the chest. We're going to slide that foot forward however you need to get it there. Press back with the right foot for a moment. And then we'll bring the back foot forward. You can keep your knees bent, standing forward bend. Plant those feet. Slowly rise up. Inhaling. Exhaling, hands together at the heart. And if you'd like to continue with that flow, feel free, you could rewind the video. I'm going to leave you here. And we're going to slowly come back down. And we're going to do actually a bit of a hip opener here before we lie down for a moment. Do the butterfly pose. So get yourself set up so that you can just lie down on your mat after this pose. Lengthening the spine, I like to hold on to the ankles and pull the elbows back slightly, dropping the shoulders down the back, shoulder blades, lifting the chest. On the exhale, you can come forward slightly. Breathing here. And then releasing. We're going to come back down onto the back, slowly lowering down. Bring the belly in so you can sink down through your low back. Reaching your arms over your head. And keep your knees wide if you'd like. And then slowly release your arms. Bring your hands to the outsides of your legs. Slowly bring your knees together and bring the knees in towards the chest. If your neck feels good doing this, you can lift your head up towards your knees. It helps to strengthen the neck, but if it doesn't feel right, don't do that. And then we will slowly release from there. You can bring your arms out to the sides and slowly twist to the left with both legs. So both legs dropping over to the left. And look to the right. And the next time you inhale, come back to center and we'll twist to the right. And your head can turn to the left. Breathing here. And next time you inhale, come back to center and release that. You can bring your arms down, palms open to the ceiling. Just lift through the hips for a moment. Slowly roll back down your spine. Release your legs. Rest here for a minute. Continue to focus on your breathing, on body sensations right through your whole entire body. And the next time you inhale, slowly reach your arms up. You can connect your thumbs and point your toes in the opposite direction. And then flex and point your toes in. And release, let go. Bring your knees back in towards your chest for a moment. And set your feet back down. We're going to slowly come out of this position. You can roll to the side. On your inhale, come up slowly. At the end of our practice today, we can take just a few moments, continuing to center and ground within ourselves. Get a sense of how you're feeling today. And how you can support yourself through the day. And thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.